Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. What's going on, family? I got some stocks that I want to put on your radar so you can understand how to make some money in this upcoming week with this down market and everything going on like that. So I got you. Make sure you put a heart in the chat to show your boy some love and hit the like, and let's get right into it. Oh, before YouTube kick me off the platform, make sure you talk to a licensed financial advisor in your area. Investing carries risk. Who am I? For those of you that don't know, I'm Keenan Grace. I retired when I was 30 years old from public school teaching. I've been a millionaire since I've been 29 years old, and we've been at this for years now. I train hundreds of thousands of people on how to get money in the bear market and in the bull market. It don't matter what the market is doing. Now, the first one we're looking at is Apple. I want to bring Apple to your attention because I know many of you own Apple shares, or if you don't, you should consider it. I can't tell you what to buy, hold, or sell, but I can keep telling you how I'm doing it, so then you can see when I show you a year from now, when I show you 2 years from now, how the grind has been paying off, how I don't get scared when the market falls, how I found that stability, how I found the things that are gonna grow. You could be right alongside me, and honestly, you could probably even do better. And I wanna just put that in your mind that the sky is the limit. And you know what? The sky ain't even the limit. We can go further than that, fam. You can go to outer space with it. But Apple is currently $270. I want to show you my position right now in one of my portfolios. I have 1,237 shares of Apple stock, over $300,000 worth of it, and I'm up 150K on that, 81%. Why is that important? Because Apple has been getting a lot of backlash because it wasn't growing fast like Nvidia. It wasn't growing fast like Microsoft was, or even Google. But you know why? All of those companies have been invested into what they call artificial intelligence. Your Chat GPTs of the world, your Groks of the world, your Google Geminis of the world. So when we seeing that, what it's showing us is whenever artificial intelligence is being described as a bubble, those stocks are going to be the ones to kind of feel it. But they said that Apple didn't invest the same into that, so then they don't have that same risk factor when it comes to the stability of Apple. So let's look into it even more. Warren Buffett, they said, is selling his Apple stock. He's been doing this for a while now, for a few years. And they're saying that he's putting it into a Magnificent Seven stock. And they talking about Google. We were in Apple and Google, and we continue to be in both. There's no competition when it comes to these two. We're just buying them both and loading up on them both. Excuse me, family. My hand is getting a little tired holding on to that. But I want to get to you and show you what else is going on. They're also saying that he's piling into Google. He's letting go of Apple. They're trying to put some fear into you. Meanwhile, Apple is doing just fine. Apple is doing just fine. Let's look at this. They're saying that Apple is the most expensive, least profitable, slowest growing, big tech stock, and they're giving it a downgrade. Family, Wall Street, retail investors, so many people generally is just straight up hating on it. Meanwhile, they on an iPhone. You watching this on an iPhone, or somebody around you got an iPhone, and then everybody bought the iPhone 17 to upgrade more than in the past. And then we know when the 18 come out, they're gonna buy that too. Or they might skip the 18, and when the 20 come out, they're gonna go and get that. But notice how they still gonna stick to the Apple ecosystem. Now, you might not like that. You might not care for Apple, or you might, but you know other people do. That's how you make money. They say this, when making money, it's not always about what you like. It's about what other people like. So what you like, that could be your career, that could be your hobby, but what other people like, that can be your business. Now, I know that people like iPhones, including myself who has an iPhone, including my wife who has an iPhone, including my mother got an iPhone, everybody got an iPhone. So I say that to say, if we are gonna buy these iPhones, then it just make a whole lot of sense to own the stock. So let's look at some more information, which I got the receipts for you. It says that Apple has been vastly underspent when it comes to artificial intelligence. So if they're saying we in an AI bubble and Apple didn't spend enough on it, then that means they're not exposed to it. So then we like artificial intelligence stocks, but we also like Apple because it almost insulates us from some of the volatility to the downside that them stocks are having. So I want to give a shout out to Magic Man 529. He said another blessing. He said dedication, focus, studying, and not chasing, just catching rockets. Remember, if you dedicate your time to learning the charts, you'll see self-improvement. And he made $12,000 off of a SPY call option. Family, I want to encourage you to join the team. $12,000 will be life-changing for a lot of people. Now, how did he do it? He learned a skill that could pay the bills over at KGU, where he learned it and deepened his knowledge and was able to move forward and make that money like that. I encourage you to join the team, because next week I'm not going to be talking about this. I'm going to be talking about the stocks, and it's very likely that I'm going to keep the calendars closed for a bit. However, the opportunity to get in now still exists. But family, I look forward to seeing you over there, but I want to keep getting over here to Apple so you can see when I'm actually looking to buy it. On my channel, I always try to bring you the most actionable information possible, so I can be the most crystal clear and transparent investor and trader on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, any of them. So Apple is a good value when you could get it at about 240. If you ever see it under 200, it's generally an amazing buy in my opinion. However, analysts think it's going to 290. I believe I can see Apple significantly higher than that. But this is just one of the stocks I've been talking about. Better value right now in terms of potential growth is Meta, which we talked about. Meta is currently $591, and this one looked like it's going to be a $800 stock, family, even $1,000 long term. Meta recently did something that I've never seen them do before. And what did they do? Meta just put an ad on Instagram saying that you could get the #1 AI selling glasses of all time. Now, family, there are billions of people on Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook, and they just decided to use one of their platforms, Instagram, to promote one of their products. And I haven't seen them do this in the past, promote a physical product to this extent. So when I see that they doing that, they basically, if you open up your Instagram, your Facebook, or WhatsApp, or anything, you very well likely could see a product from Meta. And so many people log into these apps every day. Like I said, literally billions. This is a huge commercial that it doesn't cost them $1 because it's on their platform, so they don't gotta pay for the marketing. That's huge. And like I said, Meta is looking like a fair value stock when it's 850. So notice we in the 500s. So if we see it in the 500s, the 400s, and man, if I see it in the 300s, I'm backing the Brinks truck up. Y'all know how that go. But this is a stock that I consider to be an absolute beast and a banger. And if it keeps coming down, then I will continuously buy it. And by the next time the market is running up again, let's say that we fall the whole 2026. Oh, Keenan, man, why did I buy Meta? I'm going to tell you this. I will be buying more Meta as long as the core company stays the same, where they keep an Instagram and they're getting new users. They're keeping Facebook, they're getting new users. WhatsApp, worldwide, they're getting new users. I would just keep at it. So here's one of the news things that's going to shake the market, that if you made it to the end of the video, I had to put you on for this one, because this one is only for my people who really want to know what's going on. Check this. CNBC just posted it. The Fed won't get inflation data before the next rate decision. So the Fed, they are lowering the interest rates, but they often do it based on what's called the CPI, or inflation data. And they just said this. The Bureau of Labor and Statistics of the United States just said that they are canceling the release of the October Consumer Price Index, leaving the Federal Reserve and Jerome Powell without a key piece of inflation data to ponder when it next decides on interest rates on December 10th. So the CPI data was previously scheduled to be released on November 7th, but it was canceled because the government shutdown made it impossible. So they couldn't go back and get that data. So now they had to wait and hold off. So this is going to shake up the market. We got to see. So put that on your calendar. December 10th, we want to see, do they cut the interest rates, or do they leave us exactly where we are in the state of this economy? But either way, make sure that you are not alone when you are trading or investing, because if you're doing it in the dark, you won't be able to see the future, family, or see the light. I see you on the next one. The link is in the top of the description to join the team. Family, I encourage you to book a call. I told my team that you will book a spot on the calendar so we can figure if you are a good fit to learn the skills that'll pay the bills. I love y'all, and I see you in the next one, and I'm encouraging you to believe in yourself. Take care.